Me and Michael growing up in the same hometown back in New Zealand called Waitara, and it wasn't until I sort of got into the horses I sort of surprised him actually. He was like, couldn't believe that I was riding track work one day when we were in Brisbane, and he was up there, he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, how are you?" And then I moved down to Victoria and he was down here, and told him I was actually struggling to get my picnic licence. I think just so many people going for it. They don't hand your licences out willy-nilly, you know, so you got to keep hassling them. And it got to the point where I gave Michael a call and I just said, "Look, I'm going around in circles here. Can you know anyone you can like get onto for me?" And yeah, he made one phone call and pretty much had my licence the next week. Got involved in racing itself probably 10 years ago, and just race riding 4 years ago. I've done 3 full seasons. I think I've won 81 races to date. Yeah, a couple of premierships, 3rd in a premiership in between there. I've always wanted to race ride, but the weight's a bit too light for me, you know, to go to the professionals, and I actually had no idea about the picnics in Victoria until a mate had told me, so if I never knew, I'd still probably be in Queensland riding track work still, but I'm glad I came down here and became part of it, and live a pretty similar life to the pros if you could, but yeah, instead of, I don't know, drinking $100 bottles of champagne, we drink $7 bottles. Yeah, I tell you, it is a non-stop 6 months, sort of from end of October through to April. You're racing every weekend and all the public holidays, and come Monday you're doing your noms. Weights on Tuesday, figure out how you're going. I'm pretty lucky with the picnics, I sit around 64 mark, ride the minimum 63, so I'll sort of just watch what I eat Thursday, Friday, and I don't really have to stress too much.
I did spot Shaun and I thought, you know, he's just got such a good sit on a horse, you know, he's so well balanced. And he's a likeable guy too. So I started putting him on because at the time I had Danny, Walker and Courtney, and they were getting, you know, other rides as well, and sometimes I was, you know, missing out. So I just thought, I'll give this boy a go and that, and we just keep.
Yeah, we've won 2 premierships together. So last season he had 21 winners to win the premiership, and I rode all 21 for him, so a huge supporter of mine.
He usually rings me once a week, or I get texts saying, you know, have you nominated, have you done that gear change, have you know, he's it's my secretary.
No, he's pretty good. He'll let you know if you've rode one bad, but he knows how I work now and I know how he works, so I told him to put some gear on one day, and he goes, "Oh, how about you train him and I'll ride him then?" So that was the end of that. There's loads of kids that go to picnics. Oh, so many things set up for them. It's just a big family day out. You don't really need an excuse to go. You don't even need to be a punter. Just take my word for it and just go to a picnic race meeting and you'll find out for yourself.